Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my emergency fund. Balance on the account is $15,125. I did set a new aspirational goal of $15,300 and I am 98% of the way towards that goal. The original 2024 goal for the emergency fund was $15,000, so I've already technically met the goal for the year, but I just thought, why not just try to put some extra money into this account, because I ultimately wanted to get to 15,000, not 15,000. I ultimately wanted to get to 20,000, and that's going to be the goal for 2025, not 2024. All right, let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. There was only one on August 26th. I put in $25. I did mention in my last video that I am going to pull back significantly in terms of putting extra money in the emergency fund. Again, I've already met the goal for 2024, so technically I should be putting $0 extra into the emergency fund, at least for 2024. But I still want to put a little bit of money as I can. But the reason why I wasn't going to put like larger amounts, like put in like $50 or $100 or $150, etc., is because I do have other investment goals for 2024 that I am trying to hit specifically for my brokerage account. So really all of my extra money is all going to the brokerage account because I'm trying to get that account up to 200,000, and I have somewhat of a long way to go there. So it's a mass dash to the finish line to get the brokerage account up. But that is all that is happening for the emergency fund. I am feeling a little bit anxious about it just because I'm like, oh gosh, I hope nothing happens where I have to touch this emergency fund, because that would be really disappointing to not reach the goal by the end of the year because of an emergency that happened. But that's what it's for, right? So it's a constant battle of, I think when your natural instinct, like me, is to save and invest, you do get uncomfortable touching money or spending a lot of money, which I actually don't think is healthy, and I don't want to be that individual. So I'm really trying to work against those feelings and thoughts. But I do think it's like hard for me to use the money for what it is, right? Like if an emergency, if I get a $5,000 emergency in November and I need to pull $5,000 from here, yeah, I'm going to be really bummed out that I had to pull $5,000 from it. But it's, again, telling myself like, this is literally why you have an emergency fund, is to cover emergencies. You'll just work on replenishing the money that you had to use and just move on with your life. It's not a big deal. So I want to get to a point where it's just where I'm at mentally, where money that's meant for specific things, when those specific things happen, I need to spend the money. It's literally not even a big deal. I don't think about it, and I just replenish the fund and, again, move on with my life. So right now I'm just like, let's just see if this emergency fund will at least stay at $15,000 by the end of the year, and take it from there. Okay. Let me know if you also feel that way as well. If you have more of a challenge spending, or more of a mental challenge spending money for things that is meant to be spent on. And right, how are you working to combat that? Because again, I don't want to live a life of being a miser and watching every single penny and, making comments about, oh, this is too much money, that's too much money. Like, I don't want to be that person. And I think sometimes, especially when you're pursuing financial independence, retire early, that type of mindset can become more prevalent. And I'm like, I don't want to be like those individuals. I want, when I have my money, for whatever reason it is, that I just spend it and I happily spend it, and I don't have any issues with that, because We only have one life to live, and money is a tool to help make that life more comfortable and make that life more enjoyable. That's the value of the money. It's not for us to hoard the money and try our best not to spend it ever. No, I want to spend all of my money by the end of my life. Well, I stand corrected. That's not true because I have a daughter who has a disability. So I do want to leave back substantial money for her as well to take care of her for her lifetime. But that's a very unique situation, right? If I didn't have a kid or if I had neurotypical kids, I'm spending my money down to a zero. But yes. All right. So that was a little rant about wanting to be a healthy individual and have a healthy view on money and not be a hoarder. Okay, that's all of the updates for this week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.